Hello, how you doing? All right, so in this video I'm going to do an unboxing because a few days ago I had gotten my books in from Bookoutlet. So let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, this is unboxing from my Bookoutlet because previous video I mentioned I did a unboxing from my first order of Bookoutlet. This is the second Bookoutlet order that went basically into well, they had to reship it because the order I had before it got lost. So yeah, it went to a book graveyard, so that is very sad and depressing, but whatever. So I only have one book missing from the original order that I had, which is
fine, I guess.
Yes.
It's fine, I guess.
But whatever. So yes. So here we go. There's something about Sweetie. Oh, this is cute. I like this, the back of it. This is cute. So that's Sweetie, and that is crap, what was his name? His name was Ashish Patel. That's what it is. So this is basically a second installment in the When Dimple Meets Rishi series. They are independent of each other, of course, but the same the characters. It's a companion novel basically. So some of the characters from that book are in here, but this is about Ashish, which is, if you read When Dimple Meets Rishi, this is Rishi's brother. This is his story, and his the girl he meets, Dimple, but it's more about Dimple than it is about Rishi. I actually read this in March and I loved it, so I had to get a copy of it. So yes, I'm excited about that. Next one is The Whisper Man by Alex North, and I don't know too much. I know it's a thriller, and I heard lots of things about it. I got the idea of this book because Kayla from Books and Lala mentioned this book, and I wanted to read it. So I know it's a thriller, and it has something to do with people hearing a whisper, or a guy whispering something, and I think people get killed or kids go missing or something like that. Yeah, so a serial killer abducts and murders 5 residents. So this is an adult thriller, and I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. It is a white cover. I don't know when I'm gonna put this onto my list, but it will get on my list eventually. Then next book is The Dead Girl Society, and this is by Michelle Kurz, I think. I've never read this. I've never read it, but I don't think I've heard anyone talk about this. I was on Bookoutlet. When I was on Bookoutlet, I was just looking up thrillers because I wanted to get into some thrillers, and this came up along with The Whisper Man, and it's supposed to be a dark, twisty, and thrilling. I'm assuming it has something to do with college maybe, and maybe like a secret organization, I'm assuming. It's giving me some You are cordially invited to participate in a game of thrills and dares. Tell no one and come alone if you dare. This is giving me some, what's the name of that movie? Gosh, what is the name of that movie? It has Paul Walker in it, and the one that played Percy in Dawson's Creek. The Skulls, that's it. Wow. But basically a female version of it. So yes, so I'm excited to read that. And then Here to Stay, and this is by Sara Farizan probably, and she wrote If You Could Be Mine as well. So I'm gonna just read the back of what it says. It says, I had it in my head that if I became popular, every day would feel like my birthday. I'd have no trouble talking to girls. I'd be admired by my peers. I did not think everything would turn to crap salad in a bucket. In all the movies, the popular kid who ascends from dwarfdom has their day in the sun. And when it's smooth sailing, Marty McFly gets the truck. Daniel LaRusso gets to crane kick Johnny. But my name isn't Marty or Daniel. My name is by John, and the world won't let me be the hero in my own damn life. So I'm gonna assume, oh, okay, so I'm assuming he's Iranian, or of that descent, I'm assuming. And so I guess some things happen and people probably stereotype him as a terrorist, probably. I don't know. I have never read this. I've never even heard of it, really. But the cover just looked interesting to me. So I picked it up. Give it a shot. Why not? Can't wait. So next is A Curse So Dark and Lovely. And this is by Brigid Kemmerer. And I'm almost certain I have another copy of this. I'm almost certain I have gotten this from Barnes. I got this from Barnes & Noble when it first came out. I have absolutely no idea where that copy is. I'm like 99.9% sure that I have another copy of this, but whatever, I couldn't find it and I wanted to read it, so I picked up another copy. This is supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I also have the sequel to it. So I've heard I've got her mixed things on it. Some people say it's good, some people say it's not really that great. It's not as Beauty and the Beast retelling-ish as you would think it is, but I can't wait to read it and give my thoughts on it, because that's what matters to me. Next is Magic for Liars, and this is by Sara Gailey. Sara Gailey also has another book that came out this year. I'm honestly not offhand, I can't think of what it's called, but this I saw Nye Reason Smiles had read this, and she was like giving glowing praise for this book, so I thought maybe why not, I will pick it up and give it a go. It looks like it has something to do with magic. Like, look at this inside. Besides this being a beautiful yellow, look at this inside. Like, I don't know what it is, but these stars are giving me life. But so I'm assuming it's a thriller-ish kind of deal. Yeah, and it has something to do with magic. So The Magicians and the Secret History Magic of Liars is a haunting story of identity and entanglement set against the backdrop of a magical academy. So, sounds good to me. Next is Dear Daughter, and this is by Elizabeth Little. And this is a thriller. Told you I was in a thrillery mood, so I have a couple thrillers. So I can't wait to read this. I don't really know too much about it, but yes, I can't wait. Alright, next one is The Otherworld, and of course this is by Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller, and I have the sequel, so now I have the first one in the, I think this is a trilogy. So yes, so I'm excited. So it's a futuristic book, and it's a journey, so it's an adventure, and has to do with technology. So it's a dystopian, I believe, and it's a YA, so it's a YA dystopian, and I can't wait. And now my battery is flashing at me, so I'm just going to quickly get through it. I only have like about 4 more books to go after this. Okay, so next one is A Girl Like That. Yeah, and this is by Tanaz Bhathena. I know I pronounced that all kinds wrong, and I'm so sorry. She also wrote The Beauty of the Moment, and I was going to pick that up, but I didn't. But anyway, so this is what happens. So Zarina is bright and outspoken, so I think some things happen. She, I think, is in Iran, I believe. And no, Saudi Arabia, sorry. So she's in Saudi Arabia, and she is basically I think gets in a car crash or something like that, and so people start discovering who she really is, because people have this image of who they thought she was, but then they start discovering that what their image of who she is not actually what she was about, or something to that effect. And the next one is In Some Other Life, and this is by Jessica Brody, and Jessica Brody has written a couple of books. I believe this is a YA contemporary, and it has to do with Kennedy going to a prestigious academy, and I'm assume that she was a girly girl, and then maybe it's like a twist, I don't know, but I can't wait to read it anyway. And then The Walled City, and this is by Ryan Gaudin, and so it says 730, that's how many days I've been trapped. 18, that's how many days I have left to find a way out. So this is, I'm assuming, a thriller mystery kind of ordeal, and I guess he or she is trapped in a lawless labyrinth, and it's overrun by crime lords and street gangs, so they're trying to find a way out. Next one is Little and Lion, and this is by Brandy Colbert. I'm not sure what this is about, but I know it's a YA contemporary, and I can't wait. And last but not least is Cross Her Heart, and this is by Sara Pinborough. And I know this is also another book that Kayla from Books and Lala talked about. I can't remember if she liked this book or not, but I know it was I think it's a psychological thriller, which I am so for. So yeah, so anyway, it's an adult, I think it's a psychological thriller, and I can't wait to read it, and I'm super excited. So that is all my books from Bookoutlet. So yes, all right, and I made it in time because my battery is going to die soon. But thanks again for watching.